Hi, Weather Joey here with your bottom of the South Island weather forecast and recap for Wednesday, April 12th, 2023. Last weekend was Easter long weekend, so we made our way up to Ucluelet. Enjoyed the stormy weather up there. I'll get into that in a second. So we're 10 days off our last forecast. We'll try and do a little recap, bring you up to date, and where we are in the future. It's still kind of chilly. But anyway, before I get started, I'd like to take this opportunity, as always, to thank and acknowledge the first peoples of this land. The First Nations from North Saanich to Sooke and out across this land they call Turtle Island, for allowing us to live, work, and play on their beautiful traditional territories. Many thanks. Yes, so if you look at the last forecast, April 2nd, the Sunday, everything went quite as planned. Pretty much spot on right up till Friday, let's see, the 7th. And then we thought maybe things would dry out for the weekend of the 8th, 9th. Let's see, that's Saturday, Sunday. However, they did not, because what we saw low pressure come careening in across the Pacific towards Haida Gwaii. And what that did is that brought a front in that came in from, I'd say the west-southwest. Yes, west-southwest. So low in here, spinning up here, pretty strong. This is a late winter, early spring storm. Quite strong. Bringing that front through overnight on Friday into Saturday the 8th. Lots of rain for the west coast here, and as this low spun up the next day, it kind of swung up here, came back spun out here, and continued to draw a very fairly moist wet flow from the southwest, and that lasted overnight 8th and pretty much all day on Sunday the 9th. So lots of wet weather, and by that time, by the end of the 9th, most of the south coast has seen half of its average April rainfall already. So yeah, so we're gaining a little bit of ground, and it was cool enough for to build up the snowpack. So we're building up the snowpack. We're bringing some precipitation back. We need it, even though it's kind of a delayed summer, spring start. We're okay with that for now. So what happened as we got into Monday? Well, this low started to fill and started to track down towards the Pacific Northwest South Coast. Monday had a continued southwest flow, but that had dried out a fair amount. A little bit of surface high pressure moving in. Yeah, a slight bit of clearing here and there, but really, as we got into Tuesday, which was yesterday, which was the 11th, this low kind of came down here, hung around, passed over the south coast and the Pacific Northwest. So we saw quite a bit more in the way of cloud and showers yesterday, Tuesday the 11th. Now, in behind today, we've seen this move on, and in behind this, we're seeing more of a northwest flow. So lots of clearing, lots of sunshine out there, still quite cool. Few clouds gathered over the convergence zone over Victoria, nothing in the way of showers, but lots of sun out there and cool. Now, as this flow, it looks like it's going to continue on into Thursday, which is tomorrow, the 13th. However, not quite as sunny as today, because it looks like a weakening front's going to move through from the northwest, maybe west-northwest. Bit of cloud tomorrow. In behind, a clearer trend for Friday, as this northwest flow starts to kind of peter out and tend west-northwest. But it looks like a fair amount of sun for Friday, but still cool, still below seasonal temperatures. Now, this is what we're going to be heading into for you folks out there who care about the rain and the moisture. Talking to you, cedars. We've been looking at the cedars. They look like they're stressed. It looks like the past 2 years have been really hard on them, so I'm hoping they can gain some ground back. Thinking of you. Anyway, as we get towards the weekend, it looks like we're into some stormy wet weather, because another pretty cool low. It looks like it's heading in from the Aleutians into the Gulf of Alaska, and this looks like it's going to bring the first front in from the west, let's see, by Saturday. And as we see this low has come down here, it looks like it's going to continue its bringing moisture around down over the weekend and into next week. It looks like this low is going to hang all around here. It might draw up some strong little lows, but lots of rain coming in. Initially from the west, eventually from the southwest and the south. So lots more rain for the south coast all through next week. Temperatures towards the end of next week look like they're going to warm up a little bit, but initially this is going to drop lots of rain and lots of snow for the snowpack. So spring is starting inevitably, but there's still lots of winter storm activity out there, and we'll be keeping on top of it. If anything major changes on that, if we're not getting the rainfall that I think we're going to be getting, I will let you know, because that's the least I can do for you allowing me to be here on this beautiful earth we call home and being a part of it. Anyway, hope that helps out. As always, my friends, may the forecast be with you.